Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're reaching a really pivotal point. We're talking about the absolute apex of Siddhartha Gautama's incredible journey. This is really the moment, isn't it? The one he seems to have worked towards for, well, countless lifetimes. The culmination of so much striving.
It absolutely is the culmination. Because after everything he experienced during those 3 watches of the night, remembering past lives, seeing karma with the divine eye, and then finally really getting dependent origination.
Right.
That's when the real dawn broke, not just outside, but within him. So yeah, our focus today is squarely on that, the attainment of Buddhahood, his awakening and liberation.
It's kind of staggering to contemplate, because this wasn't just like figuring something out intellectually, was it? Like solving a puzzle.
No, not at all.
It sounds like a complete, a total rewiring, a transformation, the end of this immense personal journey, but also the start of something huge, a legacy.
Precisely. You could describe it as the ultimate unraveling of ignorance, avijja, the complete stopping of suffering, and the realization of, unconditioned freedom, nirvana. That's what happened. It was final.
So, okay, let's picture it. The night's ending, maybe that morning star is visible.
The texts often mention that star.
Right. So after understanding dependent origination, seeing how things arise and cease, what was that final click, that absolute culmination? Did it all just sort of snap into place?
Well, as that star appeared, his mind, already incredibly sharp from grasping dependent origination, saw it with total clarity. How suffering happens, and crucially, how it stops. And in that exact moment, the very last bits of ignorance, avijja, they were just gone, extinguished.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't gradual. It was like, boom, a simultaneous cessation of all the defilements, a complete dissolving.
A definitive break, then? Like actually severing the chains that kept him bound to rebirth for so long?
Exactly that. A complete severing.
So what did that feel like? I mean, his mind, what was that state? Liberated from millennia of conditioning.
The descriptions point to a mind that was just utterly pure, completely free from craving, tasha, aversion, dosa, and delusion, moha.
The 3 poisons.
The roots of it all, yeah. So the mind became, boundless, expansive, incredibly clear, truly, truly free. Think of a perfectly clear sky, no clouds, just vastness, something like that.
And that's the moment. Siddhartha Gautama becomes the Buddha, the awakened one.
That's the moment.
That word awakened, it carries so much weight. How can we, listening now, really start to grasp what that fully means, to be awakened?
Good question. Being awakened, it means seeing reality directly, just as it is, without any of the distortions, the filters of delusion that normally cloud how we see things.
Okay.
It's understanding those 4 noble truths, but not just like intellectually nodding along. It's knowing them in your bones, experientially. The deepest possible level.
So it implies a kind of ultimate clarity, perfect wisdom.
Yes, exactly. Perfect wisdom, Prajay. But it's not just cold knowledge. This profound clarity, this wisdom, it naturally arises with boundless compassion, Karya. They aren't separate.
Interesting.
Yeah, the insight itself is the compassion. Because you see suffering, its causes, so clearly. And you see the way out. It's all understood, extinguished. The path is fully realized.
And the unique thing here, which I think is so important, is that he wasn't just enlightened. He was Sammasambuddha.
A perfectly self-awakened one.
Yes, meaning he figured this all out himself, right? No teacher showed him this specific path in that lifetime.
That's right. He rediscovered a path that had been lost. And because he found it himself, he was then able to teach it to others.
Which marks the end of his personal search.
His personal struggle, absolutely.
And the beginning of this incredible mission to share it.
Exactly, the beginning of his universal mission.
So the ultimate result of all this is nirvana. That's the goal state. But again, it's such a huge concept. How do we start to, get our heads around nirvana? What is it?
Well, the word itself, nirvana or nibbana in Pali, it gives us a clue. It literally means to extinguish or to blow out.
Like a candle flame.
Precisely, like blowing out a flame. And the flames being extinguished are craving, aversion, and delusion.
Yeah.
Those fires that keep fueling suffering and the whole cycle of rebirth.
Okay.
So nirvana is the unconditioned. It's beyond suffering, beyond impermanence, beyond the cycle of samsara itself.
So it's not like a heaven, a place you go.
No, not a place. It's described more as the ultimate reality. The cessation of all conditioned things. It's an enduring, unshakable peace.
A state of being, then.
A state of being, yes. The highest happiness, actually. Utterly free from stress, anxiety, fear, all of it. When the Buddha attained nirvana, he realized what's called the deathless, ultimate freedom. It's the goal, really, of the whole path he laid out.
Now, after this incredible awakening, he didn't just immediately start teaching, did he? The accounts say he spent some time near the Bodhi tree.
That's right, several weeks, actually, just meditating.
What was happening then? Was he just, like, basking in it? Or consolidating?
Both, probably. Savoring the bliss of liberation, definitely. But also really reflecting deeply on the truths he'd uncovered, making sure he understood them completely, their nuances.
Okay.
And apparently he also hesitated. He seriously considered whether it was even possible to teach this. This truth was so profound, so subtle. And the world seemed so caught up in craving and delusion. Would anyone get it?
Right. That's a fascinating moment of doubt, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes this intervention, the story of Brahma Sahampati, a deity basically pleading with him to teach.
Yes, saying, look, there are beings with only a little dust in their eyes. They will understand the Dharma. Please teach.
And that seemed to be the turning point for him deciding to share it.
It was. That decision really marks the shift from his own solitary awakening to his compassionate mission to guide others. His work for himself was done. Now, the work as a teacher was about to begin.
It's such a powerful story, and thinking about it now, it's clearly not just some ancient myth. It feels like a testament to, well, human potential, what we can achieve.
I think so, too. It really assures us, doesn't it, that suffering isn't the final word. You can be transcended. There's a path to genuine peace, to freedom, for anyone who's willing to walk it.
Yeah.
The Buddha's awakening, you could say, lit a lamp. And that light, well, it continues to show the way for so many people, even today.
So maybe a final thought for you, our listener, to ponder on. Think about how attaining that ultimate personal freedom, that deep awakening, seemed to naturally flow into this compassionate desire to help others find it too. What might that connection tell us about the actual nature of wisdom?
A great question to reflect on. May your own journey bring you increasing clarity and ultimately peace.